Hey guys, it's me again. It is Sonya from SonjaW Coaching, where we teach folks how to live by principle, execute by process, and win by practice. Now, I've been coming to y'all for this is the fourth week, for 3 weeks now, right? Or actually, is it 5 weeks? I guess it'll be 5 weeks because 1, 2, 3. Yes, 5 weeks. I have been coming to you guys for all of this time talking about this verse that has just arrested me. And that was Galatians 6:9, where it says to do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap a harvest if you don't give up. And the very first week that I talked about this, I just gave some encouragement. I was just like, you know what, guys? Like, the work that you're doing, it's good. It's good work. And you gotta keep pressing. And then after that, I just started to walk through what I call the triple P framework to teach you how you can make sure you keep going without getting tired and not growing weary, right? And not stopping. So today we're going to talk about the last pillar in the triple P framework, and that is win by practice. Y'all, we win by practice. And that is how you'll be able to weather the storm and get through all of the seed time and harvest. If you caught the last video, you know what I'm talking about. And then also just to deal with all the things that are going to happen, right? And what I mean by winning by practice is actually having routines, having habits, having things that you use that keep you on track, that you don't have to think about. You know, it's so funny. I don't know if you knew about this, but you know, Steve Jobs, if you remember, he always used to wear all black, right? Black shirt, black jeans, you know? It wasn't because he didn't have fashion sense. Well, let's hope it wasn't because he didn't have fashion sense. But the main reason was because he wasn't trying to think about what was he going to wear every morning. He wanted to leave room in his brain to actually dream and innovate. And Apple has done a lot of innovation over the years, right? So it is so key that we spend time in figuring out how to build a routine that will help you not think about the frivolous things and keep focused, straight ahead at the thing that is most important to you, that harvest that you're trying to get to, right? So with a routine, they are just things that you do that kind of just are just habits for you, things that you just do repeatedly so you don't have to think about things, right? So if, for instance, if your harvest is to lose weight, well, how can you make sure that it's something that keeps you and sustains you throughout all the craziness of life? Well, maybe you always have a pair of gym shoes in your car. Or maybe you put out your clothes at the night before if you said you're going to run every morning. There's always little things that you can do to make sure that you stay on track. And that is the key to really getting to the harvest, to getting to the end goal, the desire of your life, is to actually build those routines so that you can leave room in your brain for more things. You know, research actually talks about how our brains are not meant to hold ideas. Our brains are not good at remembering to do a lot of things. But if we're able to create habits for ourselves, it becomes rote memory. It becomes something that we don't even have to think about anymore. And when we do that, oh my gosh, it opens up your mind to have room to do other things, to do greater things, to get to the why and to get to the thing that you desire to do in life, right? So not only do you have to live by principle, establish your why, establish the thing that's going to make you keep going until the very end, but you also have to execute by process. You got to have a process to get to the harvest. And finally, we come to win by practice. You have to have some daily habits that help you and help you move forward without thinking, without extra thinking. Okay? So guys, I want y'all to really think about this. What's a couple of goals that you want to hit? What's a couple of things what's your harvest? What is the thing that you want to harvest in this season? Are there some routines that you can create to help you with that? Are there some routines that you can establish, some habits that you can establish that will take the thinking out of making it to your harvest. For instance, one thing that I do is I wanted to actually be able to keep reading at least 2 books a month. Now, I ain't gonna say I've been doing 2 books a month every month, but I've been getting close. And the reason why I have been able to be close is because I have a routine. I read a book for 30 minutes every single day. Somebody's book, any of the books that I have listed in my list. That is the routine that I've established to make sure that I hit that harvest, that I hit the goal of learning and growing intellectually by reading 2 books a month. So that's just an example for you, and I want you to take this information and go run with it. Figure out how you can build some routines in your life so that you can get your harvest, so that you can get to your harvest and not grow weary in the process. All right? So that's what we're going to do today. Now, if this was something that you enjoyed, I would love to get a comment. Let me know what you thought about this, and definitely subscribe, okay? Subscribe so I know it's real, all right? Anyway, guys, have an awesome day, week, month, wherever you are.